about giving back this holiday season? Well, getting involved in a food rescue program might be the way to go. I'm Ali Chase, and I'll take you on a ride-along with Second Harvest.
I'm Kristen Andrews, and I'm going to show you how giving can have positive effects on your life.
Hi, I'm Mom Tallulah, here to tell you about how this bottle of wine helps those in need.
Hi, I'm William Key.
And I'm Ali Shesa. Welcome to The Art of Giving, a special edition of Humber News for this holiday season.
Ahead on our show, we'll explore many varieties of generosity found in and around the city.
Here's a fact that may shock you. Canadians throw out around 40% of edible food each year, according to a Statistics Canada study. This food includes food discarded by households and retailers.
One Toronto charity is stopping that waste and helping feed the hungry at the same time. Ali went to see the organization in action.
Second Harvest is the largest food rescue program in Canada. This year alone, they rescued over 7.2 million pounds of food, amounting to 19,000 meals per day. Committed to hunger relief in Toronto, they work closely with grocery stores and manufacturers to pick up excess food that would otherwise go to waste.
And for us, we focus on fresh, perishable foods. So that's about 80% of the food that we rescue.
Every morning, a fleet of green Second Harvest trucks are packed with donated food ranging from non-perishable to fresh produce. Drivers then hit the road and deliver to about 15 agencies every day, including children in after-school programs, women's shelters, the homeless, and many more. Second Harvest will also deliver rescued food to larger organizations that have kitchens. In these kitchens, participants are actually able to prepare the food for further distribution, so the giving is full circle. Smaller agencies in Toronto depend on hot meals, like St. Bartholomew's Anglican Church in Regent Park, which runs a breakfast and food bank program.
You don't know where your other meals are coming from for the day. To have lasagna at 6:30 in the morning is again, it's sort of a staple that helps get them through the day.
Jessica Lawler, Director of Programs and Services at the Boys and Girls Club in Cabbagetown, says providing access to fresh food is what makes Second Harvest so important.
We work in a community where more than 70% of our families have a household income of less than $20,000 a year. So the role for us to be able to provide healthy snacks, healthy meals, and an opportunity for children and youth to really develop skills in cooking and budgeting and life skills.
Second Harvest also allows volunteers to go for a ride along with one of their drivers. That's what I did with Sami Abdurrahim. He says the best part of his job is having an empty truck by the end of the day.
When it's food on the table, that's mean it's happy things.
Ali Chasson, Humber News.
Wow, so a ride-along, how was that?
It was really eye-opening. There are so many agencies in Toronto that are really making a difference, and seeing the relationship between Second Harvest and these shelters and missions was really heartwarming. The ride-along is just one way to get involved. They have many events throughout the year.
It sounds great, Ali. And with over 85,000 charities in Canada, the decision to commit to the right one can be difficult. Melinda Warren has more on what you should know before you donate this year.
An important part of the holidays is charitable giving and the experiences that come with it. Donating to a charity can be an intimidating or overwhelming experience for those who have never donated before. Charity Intelligence is a Toronto-based organization that does research on Canadian charities to help donors make informed decisions. Representative from Charity Intelligence, Amy Stasiak, says the best thing for prospective donors to do is to do their research and make well-thought-out decisions.
You know, a basic check would be to look at the CRA's website to make sure they are in fact a registered charity.
Stasiak says Charity Intelligence releases an annual report of the top-ranked Canadian charities. In 2012, Charity Intelligence identified 45 Canadian charities that stand out for their leadership, cost efficiency, and their results in getting the job done and helping their clients. In their Top Picks report, available on Charity Intelligence's website, charities are analyzed by financial backing, management strength, and social results. One of the charities on the Top Picks list for 2012 is Hope Air. Hope Air provides services to Canadians in need of medical treatment outside of the city they live who cannot afford an airline ticket to get medical attention. Executive Director of Hope Air, Doug Keller-Hobson, says people can look online for more information about charities they want to support.
There's lots out there on the websites, and more every charity has great websites with a lot of information. Or something like Charity Intelligence, which has done some analysis work and has ranked them across the board.
Another charity listed on the 2012 top picks is Youth Without Shelter. Executive Director of Youth Without Shelter, Wendy Horton, says the charity depends on donations all year round, not just around the holidays.
A lot of people don't realize just a very small amount can make a big difference when you put a bunch of small amounts together. And when there's not a small amount available to share, well then there's always a little bit of time hopefully available to share.
In Canada, there are over 85,000 charities looking for your donation annually, which can make choosing the right charity support an overwhelming task. With reports like top picks from Charity Intelligence, Canadians have a place to look for more information about prospective charities to support. Melinda Warren, Humber News.
Thanks, Melinda. Cold December weather didn't stop thousands of people from donning now their athletic apparel and running to support a good cause. Elton Hobson checked out the 22nd annual Santa Shuffle charity race.
At any other time of year, the sight of hundreds of people going for a run dressed as Santa Claus would be a little strange. But at the 22nd annual Santa Shuffle, red floppy hats, reindeer antlers, and sleigh bells were the standard dress code. The Santa Shuffle is a unique 5K run put on by the Salvation Army, where participants are encouraged to dress in Christmas regalia. Major John Murray is a spokesperson for the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army, in partnership with the Running Room, has been doing the Santa Shuffle now for more than 20 years across Canada. Today, believe it or not, we run this race in 32 Canadian cities, from Victoria to St. John's, and right here in Sunnybrook Park in Toronto. It's an extraordinary day. It's about the coming together of community, raising money, and just having a great time at Christmas.
The run raises money for the Salvation Army Gateway, a homeless shelter in downtown Toronto. Dion Oxford runs the Salvation Army Gateway Shelter.
We ran into some financial problems around how to run our drop-in, and so the Salvation Army, when we spoke together, sort of decided that this would be a good cause to put the funds from the Santa Shuffle towards.
The Salvation Army partnered with athletic apparel retailer The Running Room to make the event accessible to both serious and casual runners. Ed Mark is the Ontario events manager at The Running Room.
It is a fun run, so we get a lot of families. There'll be lots of people in costume. You'll see Mrs. Claus there. We do bring a Santa Claus in. He hands out candy canes to kids, so it's a very fun family event.
Okay, the winner is Amanda Brimble.
Despite the controversy facing the Salvation Army in recent weeks regarding stolen toys, Mark believes the added attention only helps attendance at this event.
This year, it's exploded. I know because of the recent publicity with the Salvation Army. I know, they had a little trouble in the past couple of weeks here, so we're well over 25% increase.
In spite of the chilly December weather, the event had a fun atmosphere, including music, games, and a free barbecue. The Toronto Marlies made an appearance, and even Santa got in on the fun.
And is this your first Santa Shuffle?
It's my first Santa Shuffle. It's my first 5K.
And what inspired you to want to come out and run in December?
Because there was no way I was going to do it by myself, so I thought I better sign up for a race and have some friends to do it with, and that would inspire me to not sit on the couch and watch TV throughout the winter.
According to Salvation Army officials, the attendance at this year's Santa Shuffle was nearly 1,200 people, a huge increase over last year's 860. Elton Hobson, Humber News.
Alongside shuffling Santas, the Salvation Army's iconic red kettles appear on street corners and shopping centers at this time of year. And for the 15th year straight, these kettles are attracting more than spare change. In early November, a gold coin weighing 1 ounce was dropped in a kettle in Houston. It's worth almost $2,000. This is one of 3 gold coins donated this year. The Salvation Army says over 400 gold coins have been dropped in kettles anonymously over the past 3 decades.
Well, it sounds like a very generous donation. And if you're looking for a more boisterous way to give back, one organization has made it possible to imbibe and give at the same time. Mamta Lula has the story.
A new brand of wine was launched in Ontario early this year. It is called the Little Grape That Could. Made in Argentina, the idea behind this wine is to donate its profits to different charities. The founder, Brett Preston, says Each bottle donates $1 to a charity of buyer's choice after paying the winemakers in Argentina.
So we sell the product to the LCBO for around $4, and I guess $1 of that is our operating profit, but our operating profit is actually really large relative to other wineries just because everybody's volunteer.
Preston says he linked donating money with wine because most of us enjoy a drink every now and then. The Little Grapes That Could has already made thousands of dollars since its launch and will be allocating this money to various charities in January. There are hundreds of volunteers in Ontario who manage the Little Grape That Could.
Everything is done by volunteers, so anything you see in order to actually get this product on the shelves, it has been done by a volunteer.
That it also includes finances, any legal work.
Every bottle comes with a code, and buyers can insert this code on the wine's website to select a charity. There are over 25 charities to choose from. Some people say they appreciate the charitable idea of the wine, but would only buy it if they actually like the wine.
The only problem that I would see possibly could be whether the wine's any good or not. So I think it would be a really good idea if the wine was actually good.
It could be a differentiator, and it could make me buy this wine, yes, because there is something different that, as it said on the label, make a difference. Why not?
Okay.
But it would not make me buy a wine that I don't like.
The Little Grapes That Could also gives people a chance to print someone's name on the bottle's back label.
Every single one features someone that has been toasted on our website. You can go on our website and make a toast to anyone that you care about, and it can be literally anyone from your cat to the hot dog vendor on the street, whoever is nice to you that you think should be celebrated.
Who would have thought alcohol could make a difference in our community? Here's to holidays. Mom Tallulah, Humber News.
And speaking of creative ways to fundraise, a bar at Maple Ridge, BC is raising funds in an unconventional way. Dancers at the Caddyshack Show Lounge slid down poles for the 18th annual Strip-a-thon. In the 8-hour fundraiser, strippers donated a performance, while 40 servers and bartenders donated their tips and wages. All donations go to the Maple Ridge Pitt Meadows Christmas Hamper Society.
Festive. When we come back, Catherine Ward will introduce us to STEPS, an organization that helps integrate those battling with addictions to get back into society.
While the holidays might be a time for some people to start giving, others are doing it all year round. Find out more with me as we go to a farm in Kettleby.